Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So, indexes and currencies doing the opposite things than what they should be doing. So, fairly noisy at the moment. It is to the downside as we expected yesterday. Nothing's really changed apart from the fact I just want to add the new level in there, and then let's get to the hour, and then we can look at this. So, big move down. Kind of forming a bottom. We want to come back and test structure, and this is the first area here. So 106853. Yesterday was sideways until we got this noise here, and that was data. That was before data, I think. Just see what that was. That was 2 o'clock. Yeah, that was just on data. Data was at 2:30, so that's what that move was there. And there it is there. Anyway, nothing happened until the noise came out. Anyway, there's nothing really else here to argue about, but I'd want to be selling off 106853. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen. This is still sideways. We are still defending this area here. It's not as a strong move as what we saw on the S&P, on the Euro USD, but definitely something brewing. So, is it a situation of the trends to continue? That's what I'm kind of leading to believe. I'd want us to basically get out of this range. So I want a break of 147.453, come back and test it, and then this weekly gap is your target. That would be the setup that I'm seeing at the moment. So this is going to be a little bit more noisy than any of the other currency pairs at the moment if I'm looking at it. But I don't think you're going to pull back. This is a double bottom as well. And once you're above the high of yesterday, you can basically draw that double bottom in, get your measurement to the upside. But I think that gap is what we are targeting. Whether it happens today or Monday, Tuesday is another story, but that's definitely what is brewing at the moment. Moving on to British pound, Japanese yen. Here we've had a break of a fairly strong level, and that is 183373. So obviously that is what we are looking for today, and that is it there, 183373. However, we could reject this area here. That was the when was that? That was Wednesday. So that was Wednesday swing low, 183.191. So that's the other area that we could reject here. But I think this is looking like a move to the downside, looking like a break of fairly decent structure as well. So you can see we've got a crossover the moving averages. We've got the 150 EMA here, last line of defense. If that drops, you do have a gap here, and it actually lines up with some fairly decent structure. So that would be my target here at 182, and it's going to open up the week next week to some bearish structure. And lastly, Euro British pound. Also moving to the downside. So we do have this big confusion range bar here during the data that was coming out yesterday. This one to me is not as clear cut as the others, so it is a break of structure. We should be looking for a move to the upside, but when we've got divergence between these two pairs, then there's always an issue. So what we want is a retest of structure, and that's a bit high. That would be a level to watch, 085812. And the other thing to pay attention to would be I'd need a break of the swing low here. A break and retest of 085580 before trying to get any trade to the downside here. But nevertheless, this it always is something that you can watch quite closely on the 15 minutes, and the moves are fairly small in relation to some other currency pairs, so your risk is a lot lower. That's definitely what I'd be paying attention to. 0.85812 and then looking for a move down to 0.85580. So we're looking for a short here. And then we're looking for a long on British pound, Japanese yen. And yeah, I think that's kind of my outlook for today. Anyway, hope it helps. Enjoy the weekend. We'll catch up with you on Monday morning. Cheers for now.